All right, so I don't know if this is working, but I just pressed start streaming. All right, so it sounds like it's working. I wanted to play like a little bit of this.
Yeah, happy to see you. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you.
Trump continues to walk down towards them and just kind of stare at him. Towards them and okay, just checking. Yes, so you guys can hear this and see this. This video, I don't know when this was taken. So this was a few days ago, and it got 6.1 million views. So I'm just seeing this now, and I'm like, I need to know more about Palestine. So I thought, let me spend 5, 10, maybe 20 more minutes, then I'll get back to what I'm doing. But holy cow, Charlie Kirk was just assassinated, and he's dead. He was killed, and that's does send a very scary. That's violent. Um, I'm not any political affiliation. I'm way too old to not have one, but I still have not made a decision. And I was like, what the heck? Everything for that I'm going to record on this is going to relate back to Bitcoin in some way, and I don't think this has any relation because Bitcoin is affected by war or any monetary spending or increase in spending on anything is probably an increase of price is actually most definitely an increased price to the M2 money supply, which is of one of two things. It's either a devaluation. So that no, it is always going to lead to a devaluation of the dollar if the M2 money supply is increased, which it has to be to pay for like if a bomb explodes and then the bomb is replaced, recreated, paid for by government dollars, then okay, that's going to make M2 go up. On the other scenario, if war is stopped, risk on assets will go up. So this probably does not affect Bitcoin in any way, but what a thing. I guess maybe this is my first video and I just wanted to know more about Palestine because uh, I know like Trump he's met with Netanyahu and he continues to meet with him and supply Israel. I think we're supplying them with what is like the dome. And I think we do a lot of security work with them. We have a lot of security companies that work in Israel. Okay. So I'm asking, this is not probably too simple of a prompt and I need to go into this more, but let's be done here in the next 10, 20 minutes. So I said, well, I want you to explain the Free Palestine movement. Why does at least a portion of it put responsibility on Trump and calling him Hitler? So I wanted to point towards more things than just he meets with Netanyahu and we supply them with. It's like, why are they doing this? So we support Israel and policy impact. His 10-year, who are we talking about here? Trump, included dismantling components of peace negotiations and cutting aid to Palestinian programs, aligning strongly with Israeli hardline leaders. This heightened political imbalance is a central grievance. The comparison to Hitler. I really want to know, why is he being compared to Hitler? Some protesters go further by labeling Trump as Hitler or decrying that he's the Hitler of our time. This stems from rhetorical echoes, referring to political opponents or immigrants as Vernem. Ooh. Or accusing them of poisoning the blood of our country. And these phrases closely mirror how Hitler scapegoated and dehumanized groups in the early days of Nazi rule. Okay, yeah, that's violent language. Critics see authoritarian undertones in the Trump rhetoric, populism, and confrontations with democratic norms, and this motivates them to invoke Hitler as a cautionary figure. Okay, so the controversy around the comparison. Many argue that comparing Trump to Hitler trivializes the Holocaust. On the other hand, some defend such comparisons as necessary tools. This is like, okay, let's read the TLDR. Some within the Free Palestine movement blame Trump for enabling aggressive Israeli policies. This could be very true, this highlighted. And those calling him Hitler are attempting to warn against authoritarian rhetoric that echoes historical dehumanization tactics through the comparison. Okay, there's ChatGPT. The incident in the linked X post. The X post you linked shows a video of Donald Trump being confronted by pro-Palestine. He didn't respond and then he walks away as security intervenes. And the post frames it as Trump staring down the protesters with replies mocking the activists. Liberal white women. Oh, geez. Okay. So, so that where an independent Palestine exists alongside Israel with equal rights of Palestinians at an end to settlements in occupied territories, and resolution of issues like refugee rights and Jerusalem status. This aligns with international frameworks like UN resolutions. So Palestinians struggle as part of it. So let's just go to the TLDR of each one. Let's see. Overall, this blame stems from seeing Trump as the epitome of U.S. imperialism, backing Israel. Though sources like Al Jazeera and Reddit threads show frustration across the political spectrum, with some pro-Palestinian voters regretting support for Trump over Biden-Harris. The movement's rhetoric can be extreme, but it's rooted in decades of perceived U.S. bias towards Israel. Many find the analogy to be historically inaccurate and oversimplification of complex political issues. However, for a segment of protesters, the comparison is a way to express their profound alarm at what they perceive as dangerous. Okay, they actually all came out. So ChatGPT and Google are looking kind of exactly the same. And then Grok is kind of talking about his actions too. So what is a way to ask a better question? I would say Trump's just stared down. All right, let's check out and see if the stream's doing all right. My bit rate is not my bit rate is lower than recommended. We recommend that you use a stream bit rate of 6,800 kilobytes. 6,800 kilobytes. Can I do that on the fly? Stream output, video bit rate. What was it, 6,300? Warning, recording saved. Will be unrecoverable. 6,300 it said? 6,800. Well, I put it at 63. Output, 68. Let's give it a try. I don't know. This is not a beefy computer. Okay. Well, yeah, that's wild. How did I get here? Holy smokes. Why is white always in lowercase with black isn't? Okay. Man.
Black woman living in America with PTSD. With PTSD, we do not care.
Man accused of fatally stabbing a Ukrainian woman.
I've seen so many black men get unalive by the hands of the motherfucker.
All right.
We don't know if it's him or not.
Please confirm that this shooter is not the shooter. This individual. Okay. Holy cow. What is the current fear and greed? We are in 43. What were we in April? 15, 17, 75. What were we right here? 37, 67. Interesting. Oh, all right. This is really close in, huh? But if I were to draw something, I'd say this looks a lot like this. This movement down right here. But of course, it could just go like this. That would be unusual, though. 7 days until interest rate cut. The betting markets have it at like a 90, 6 or 7%. I would say that this is still a buy and that you should only look at W's and M's on this chart here. If you're very short-term trading or just hodl your way through and keep your day job. And so that's what I'm doing. I am about to stream and work, which is not just going to be this, but this is what I'm expecting. Unless it's already like done that by just doing here, which I don't think it has. It's over. This M is over now. All right. All right. Goodbye, Bitcoin price. I am now going to go into this, basically watching someone else's YouTube video and then talking about it and then doing my Anki flashcards. What else? What else? What else? If I have questions, I'm going to ask ChatGPT first or Grok. All right, we're good. We get my other screen ready, and then I'm going to do my run through my Anki notes until it says they're complete. And then I need to go to the grocery store after this. And today's Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Where's my phone? Today's Wednesday. Okay. Where's my Anki? Here they are. It's gonna be probably really easy for anybody that knows this stuff. Yeah, let me just focus on this for now. But then I'm gonna pull up. I should have it bookmarked. Let's see. How do I open my bookmarks? Never mind. Wait, How do I get to my bookmarks if it's not there? That's extensions. What the fuck? I have to do this every time? Where had that been the whole time? Hmm. Well, I need to clean up my bookmarks. These are all really old. How do I... Oh, here we go. Silly Billy. This is going to show it down here too, right? All right, so...
5 years ago, email addresses were coveted by marketers. Today, it's all about phone numbers.
Welcome to my complete CCNA, Cisco Certified Network Associate course.
All right, maybe I won't watch this here. And I think I'd already watched this one. I just don't know
This
if
is
I was
Jeremy's IT lab.
just... Oh yeah, I did
This
not really
course
watch
aims to be
this.
a complete course for this.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really know any of this. I'm going to go through the flashcards first and just see how bad I am.
It reaches
Because I just skipped ahead of all this.
and their speeds. For example, in a work environment before, full duplex transmission.
This I don't know.
Duplex transmission.
So I don't know any of this. 10 base?
Although in this diagram the wires look straight, remember that in a UTP cable...
Yeah, I don't know any of this. Okay, we'll see how much is actually on the flashcards straight through cable. I'm going to have to rewatch all this, so I don't know if I'm going to watch this here or not. Okay, so I'm going to run through all of these here and just see how far we get. Can a single device be both a client and a server? Yes. I actually looked this one up. I'm literally starting actually at 0 on this study session. And this is me just starting thinking like, what the heck? What could I get that would look really great for any possible things? I'm not really wanting to jump straight into like a role where you just do their work and then everything's on you to get ahead. I kind of want to get a little bit ahead, and I want to dive into some things and projects that I could do that are still technical and fun, and or something on the side. So I'm going to do this for at least an hour every day, and also do everything else I need to do. So this is my hour hobby. So what do we start? It's starting roughly before 5 o'clock. So can a single device be both a client and a server? I had to look this one up, and the best explanation I saw was, let's talk Bitcoin. Everything's going to relate back to Bitcoin in some way, and that's why I want to study what's going on at the lowest level of networks and how do they work and everything about that. Can a single device be both a client and a server? Yes. The reason yes is because a Bitcoin node is a client and a server. It is both, serving by broadcasting what it sees to other nodes and allowing them to make connections and confirm data is the same. And it is a client in a sense that, you could use it as a wallet, or you can, you are using other people's services and you are a part of the network, hosting, verifiable data, and verified data too. And yeah, if my understanding is correct, then that's verified is an okay word to use. So this is easy. I'll never forget that. But I did get it wrong the first time. What kind of network device is a Cisco Catalyst? But I always want to follow up with reasoning when I get it wrong. Yeah, I don't know this one. It's going to be like, what kind of network device is a Cisco Catalyst? I have no idea. I'm wanting to just think of things I could throw out as a guess. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to watch like day one videos again, but we'll see. A switch. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really talk too much on what a switch is right now at this moment, but I think a switch is something that is like a permissive, allows you to have other things within your network. So it's a catalyst. I know what a catalyst means in the sense of it gets something started or going. Like I guess we had to use catalysts in chemistry to make a reaction happen like sooner or faster or energy, but I don't understand how a Cisco catalyst. So it's as simple as just copying this, coming over here, and not reading my other prompts, but a Cisco catalyst is a switch. Specifically, it's a family of enterprise grade level switches. It's designed for high performance, scalability, and advanced features like VLANs and QoS and security used in LAN environments. Catalyst switches range from small access layer models like the 9200 or to core level beasts like the 95, and they handle data traffic. They connect devices and often support PoE stacking and Cisco iOS for management. Perfect for your tech support background if you're eyeing certs like CCNA. What? Why? I need some reason why this is asked on my study crap flashcards. See, the first time I ever go through this is going to take longer than the second and third and previous times. Like, why? I need some reasoning to add. Oh, your study flashcard likely includes the question about the Cisco Catalyst because it's a foundational concept in networking, especially if you're studying for certificates. And they align with your goal of landing on 80. Okay, come on, 100K plus. Understanding what a Cisco Catalyst is and what its roles as a switch is critical. Core networking knowledge. What's a switch? A switch is a layer 2 data link layer. Okay, OSI model. It forwards data frames based on MAC addresses and connects devices within a local area network. Why Cisco Catalyst? Cisco's a dominant player in networking hardware, and the Catalyst series is their flagship line of switches. Recognizing the term Catalyst as a switch. Catalyst as a switch, not a router or firewall or other device. Test your ability to identify key equipment. Can you give me some word about Catalyst? Like, I kind of know that the switch is something like that, but wait, where or what is the switch in my home network? It's probably built into my modem. It's definitely built into the modem or before the or built into the router. I don't even know, dude. The modem, it's probably in the router. Yeah, it's probably built in. It's a router and switch. It's like both. If you aim higher, see, Catalyst switches are heavily featured in topics like VLAN configuration, spanning tree, STP, and switch port security. Skills that make you employable for roles like network administrator. Example question context. Which device would you configure to create VLANs? I wanted to forget everything now. Okay, so the switch is something we use to hardwire connect LANs. Or so VLAN is software that is like only virtual. Clients? If you share more about your flashcard. So is the switch responsible for allocating bandwidth of connections speed like file sharing? If you share your router malware, confirm. Oh God, I probably should have a different account for some of this stuff. What just happened was I just exposed some personal information. I need to start over and have like start a new conversation. Yeah, I think we need to start over. Whoa, dude. Okay. That was bad so far. All right, holy cannolis. What's happening? What question did I ask? Okay. Well, at this moment, I can memorize what kind of a network device is a Cisco Catalyst. It's a switch. I'm gonna say, let's do that again. What kind of network device is a Cisco ASA? So I don't know what a Cisco ASA is, but we're gonna say it's a server because there's an S in it. It's a firewall. Um, should I strictly memorize this question, or is it better for you to share a small story to me? That's the way I'm going to ask ChatGPT to help me ingrain and memorize this. Just so I have something. An ASA is a firewall. A Cisco ASA is a firewall. You'll remember it better if you attach it to a story. Instead of just memorizing Cisco ASA equals firewall, here's a quick one for you. Imagine your house is full of valuables, your data. You hire a big, tough security guard named ASA. He stands at your front door. ASA checks everyone who wants to come in. If you're trusted, you get in. If you're shady, ASA blocks you. ASA can even set special rules like you can come in, but only through the back door and only if you're carrying pizza. And that's exactly what a Cisco ASA firewall does for a network. It controls and filters traffic in and out based on rules you configure. So just remember, ASA is always stopping attacks. Do you want to make, it does not always stop attacks, bullshit. Do you want me to make similar mini stories for other common certs? So you build memory web. So you build a memory. Well, yes, but not right now. I want you to tell me what does ASA actually stand for, and I need to go faster. And what was my other question? And is pizza the certificates? Oh God, now it's gonna. Don't give me too long of an answer. All right, next question. It was good. Firewalls are software applications that filter traffic entering and exiting a host machine, like a PC. Host-based firewalls. This is just strictly memorized. Okay. It stands for adaptive security appliance. So I would have known if that was security, I would have known that was firewall. I mean, come on. What are they? Well, what other? It would have been firewall because I already looked at some of these. So it can adjust to different network conditions and policies. Security. Its core job is protecting traffic. Appliance. What am I doing? So the pizza, in that little house analogy, the pizza isn't certificates specifically. It's more like any extra condition you set. So certificates SSL, TLS are one possible pizza box, but it could also be other things like source, IP, port number, VPN credentials. No, no. Now give me a story for this one. Imagine you live in an apartment building. The building itself has a security guard at the main gate. That's like a network firewall, filtering traffic for everyone. But inside your apartment, you decide to set up your own lock on your door and maybe even a peephole to check who's knocking. This way, even if someone gets past the building's guard, they still need to pass your host-based personal check. A personal lock and peephole equals a host-based firewall. Yeah, host-based firewalls. So we're talking about the software application. Yeah, I mean, shut it all down on my personal computer, like shut all ports down, and then when I want to connect to the internet, I'll open just the internet port. I love it. I'd say this is good. A computer network is a digital telecommunications network which allows Blink to share resources, clients, nodes. Shit. Okay, I said clients, but it's nodes. So story. Yeah, I mean clients. So a computer network is a digital telecommunications network which allows clients to connect to servers, which allows blanks to share resources. Really, yeah, servers. So it's really servers share the data. So it's definitely not. So I don't think I even need to read this. I think your original answer, clients, wasn't totally wrong. Clients are nodes, but it was too narrow. The best answer is nodes, since it covers everything in the network. Both, yeah. I mean, a node is, so yeah, a node, because I was too specific when I said. So I think this one's easy, but I got it wrong technically. So blank and blank are also known as endpoints, or end hosts and endpoints. An end host is probably a server, and an endpoint can be a client. So server, or so end host. So servers and clients are also known as end hosts, servers and clients. So this one's easy. So a blank has many network interfaces for end hosts to connect to. A blank has many network interfaces. A router, a switch. I just read that. I just read that. I knew it was a switch. Um, oh my God. Oh my God. I answered this wrong and I'm shaking my head. I said router, but I should know this is a switch as answer because switches have many network interfaces. Help me with a story or small answer to correct my understanding or misunderstanding about differences, similarities between. Ah, shit. Oh, I mean, not shit. Excuse my language. Similarities between router and switches. A router is more about your local Wi-Fi network, so it should be the switch is way before. The switch should be before. Imagine an apartment building. The switch is like the apartment mail sorter in the library before. Residents drop off their letters there. And that sorter looks at the apartment number, the MAC address, and it delivers it to the inside building. It works within one building. Lots of mail slots, interface ports connect many devices. And the router is like the postal worker on the street. If the letter is going to another building, a different network, the sorter hands it to the postal worker. The router looks at the street address, IP address, and decides. What? Many doors inside the same house. Yeah. So I don't necessarily need a switch because it's like I am one house at home, but a router bridge between different houses and neighborhoods. Oh man. Cheat grid, one sentence per device for Twitter. Yes, yes. And also, I might still be confused because different houses for router, whereas my home router is for like Wi-Fi. I think they're very different. Very, 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 very different, maybe. Ah, okay, I hit my limit. Exactly, that's where the confusion comes from. Your home router looks like just like a Wi-Fi in a box, but instead it's actually several devices combined into one. It's a router, it's a switch, access point, and a firewall. Yeah. Okay. All right, we should try to use them less. We're actually just been here already almost 30 minutes. So, hold on a second. I've got to answer something right now, it seems like. Oh, baby. What are you talking about? Okay. I am trying. I am trying. What other? Okay.
Good morning.
Uh,
And concepts along the way.
wow. I can't believe how much I actually have to learn. All right. So we're gonna do this one again. What does this symbol represent? Well, that's a switch. So that's easy. A blank provides connectivity to hosts within the same LAN. First thing that comes to my head is like VLAN, virtual LAN. A blank provides connectivity to the hosts. Isn't it like a switch? Let's say VLAN, switch. You heard me say, isn't it like switch? That makes it a VLAN. So is this what makes the network a VLAN? Just no, a switch alone does not make a network a VLAN. Let me clarify the distinction and an explanation how they relate. A switch is a physical network device that provides connectivity to hosts within the same local area network by forwarding data frames based on MAC addresses. It operates on the data link layer of the OSI model. A VLAN, on the other hand, is a logistical segmentation of a physical LAN into multiple isolated networks, even when devices are connected to the same physical switch. I'm trying to think, when would you use a VLAN? Well, different departments within a company. Isolated networks. But why would you want to give them, like, why would you want them to have different networks? Maybe they need different speeds. Maybe they need different things. Different, it's really like, is someone going to provide internet to different companies in the same building? Not internet. It's not even, we're not talking about internet, just LANs. To create a VLAN, a managed switch uses software. Right, and I want to talk about the differences between a managed switch and a switch. Okay, here. So the example, without VLANs, all devices connected to a switch are part of the same broadcast domain and can communicate freely, assuming no other restrictions. With VLANs, a managed switch can be configured so that, for example, devices on VLAN 10 cannot directly communicate with devices on VLAN 20, even though they're on the same switch. So you don't want the IT department communicating with the HR department? We actually need to keep those security guys away from, those IT guys away from what HR is saying about them. Like, we don't want them to see. We really don't want them. We want them on a different network. All right, let's imagine that really matters. I mean, I thought I was probably when HR came to visit, they'd be on the same network. Huh? What would? Yeah, just different computers, really. All right. Well, okay, great. Um, yeah. Well, it's a switch provides connectivity to hosts within the same local access network. A switch provides connectivity to hosts. I'd say it's good. A blink is a device that provides functions or services for clients, a server. Routers have blink network interfaces. Routers have fewer network interfaces than switches. So the reason routers have fewer network interfaces than switches is because why, Matt? Um, is it because switches have handle everything that routers, and there's probably multiple routers, but I know it's fewer. Quick story why. In a bustling network office, router Rick and switch Sally were chatting about their roles, and Rick, always routing packets between networks, different networks, bragged, "I've got interfaces galore," connecting to multiple networks like the internet and various LANs. Sally, who connected devices, Sally connected devices within a single LAN, and she chuckled. "I don't need as many interfaces as you, Rick. My job is to link hosts right here in our local network. So I have fewer interfaces." Because Rick was always routing packets between different networks. I've got interfaces galore. Well, I mean, think about it, like a router is like one door, right? And the switch is like going to handle many doors in the whole apartment building. The answer is fewer because routers designed to connect multiple networks, LANs to WANs, typically have more network interfaces than switches, which focus on connecting devices within one LAN. I'm sorry, but WAN? A wide area network is a network that spans a large geographical interface. What? Uh, oh, okay, cool. Okay, I don't, okay, let's not use up all our stuff. I think this one's easy, so I think we'll just go with good though. What kind of network device is a Cisco ISR? I'm gonna say router because it has an R in it. A firewall which combines a traditional firewall with more advanced filtering functionalities is known as a next-gen firewall. I think this is like Cisco specific. Um, what kind of network device is a Cisco Catalyst? Okay, I'm already starting to see some of the same, but this is a switch, and the answer why this is a switch, I don't have in my head. I actually I think I actually spent time on this and I couldn't really understand. What? No. Really? Okay. Okay. In the busy network hub of Tech Town. So I'm asking, I just want to, if you don't know, I'm studying flashcards. I just want a small story or reason to do like a web map. Cisco Catalyst was the unsung hero, quietly connecting every device in the office. Unlike Router Rick, who juggled traffic between far-flung networks, Catalyst preferred the local scene, linking computers, printers, and servers within the same network LAN with lightning fast efficiency. Okay, so it's like specific with her. Okay. Okay, so Cisco specific naming convention. Got it. Maybe answer a bit shorter next time, as I am simply trying to build a let's do this. I'm just trying to build a virtual brain map to memorize some of these answers. Um, so what can I say now? What can I say? Cisco Catalyst. Well, reasoning. Cisco Catalyst, well-known line of networks. These devices operate in layer 2. And many models also support layer 3. Catalyst switches focus on local device connectivity, making switch the clear answer for their role in a network. What is the Cisco competitor name brand for their Catalyst? Probably spelled that wrong. Juniper's EX. Okay. Good. Blank has many network interfaces for end host to connect to. A blank has many network interfaces for the end host. Oh, shit. A blank switch has many network interfaces for the end host to connect to. What other thing could it be besides a switch? Did I really get an answer for why? I mean, this is what they have many network interfaces for end host. And this one, excuse me, and this one, does end host refer to clients? I mean, a host is not a client, so. Okay, shit. What kind of network device is a Cisco ASA server? Firewall. I got it wrong. Blank firewalls are software applications that filter traffic entering and exiting a host machine like a PC. Host-based firewalls. A computer network is a digital telecommunications network which allows nodes to share resources. What kind of network device is a Cisco A security A? Something security. Well, if it's a security device, then it's probably a firewall, physical firewall. What kind of network device is a Cisco Catalyst? It's a switch. A switch has many interfaces, network interfaces for hosts or clients to connect to. Good. What kind of network device is this? Well, that ASA is security firewall. All right. Congratulations. You finished the deck for now. If you wish to study outside your regular schedule, you can use the custom study feature. All right, custom study. Oh, wait. But actually, I need to do day 2. Um, study cards. Studied 46 cards in 16.56 minutes. What? Why do I feel like I was here for so much longer than 16 minutes? All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is watch this video. For some reason, while I'm streaming, I can't watch this video because it just pauses every 5 seconds. I might just give it a try here.
Welcome to my complete CCNA, Cisco Certified Network Associate course.
Yeah, so it pauses, but I think if it was a longer pause, I would have kept it. But I think if I change my microphone, I can just listen to this and then maybe lift some weights, and then I'll do the study cards. Okay, so or you know what? Let me stop it here, and then I'll start it up again to do the next day's studies. So I'm going to stop the stream, and I'm going to probably just start it over. Or I'll take a break and come back.